Okay, y'all, disclaimer, this is not going to be a video on step-by-step on how to make gumbo. I'm just showing you guys the final results. I think I've done a video about this before, but I'm not sure if I went into detail. But this is going to be just, again, showing you guys the finished results and step-by-step on how to make simple, quick, easy, but good gumbo at home. So, as you can see, this is the gumbo. Crabs, of course, shrimp, dried shrimp, okra, celery, chicken gizzards, sausage. Yeah, I said okra. So, when I started my lifestyle change, gumbo, believe it or not, was one of the things that I could not eat anymore because it was just so heavy. Because the roux, which is the juice, is made by just stirring together vegetable oil and my mind just went blank. Vegetable oil and flour. Yeah. So, like I've said, that was really settling. It wouldn't settle on my stomach. It just wouldn't. So I really stopped eating gumbo for years and years and years. I tried to make the roux at home. I bought it out of the jars, and it still was just like bricks on my stomach. It just wouldn't settle. So I just missed it so much. I'm like, I got to find a way to make me some gumbo that I can tolerate. And as you can see, my roux is not thick at all. I use this gumbo base. It's hard to find. You have to go to, like, I'm saying, the hood kind of sort of stores to find it, like your Fiesta. I couldn't find it at H-E-B. I couldn't find it at Walmart. I couldn't find it at Kroger. But a store here on Fiesta, they had it. So this is what I use. Basically, all I did was follow the directions on the back. I used 2 of these. I just followed the directions. So one box says to use 6 cups of water, put your meat in or whatever. So all I did was put 2 boxes of the base. It comes in a packet, of course, inside, and it's like powder. It's powder, and it has all the seasons in it. You don't need to add any kind of celery, seasoned salt, none of that stuff. You don't need to add anything. So I poured 2 packages of this into my pot. One box says 6 cups of water. So, of course, I doubled the water, made it 12 cups of water. So 2 of these, 12 cups of water. I add 2 stalks of celery cut up in big chunks. I put some bay leaves in it. I did 2 bay leaves. And remember to break your bay leaves in half to release the seasoning. That's what the seasoning is. Don't just throw this bay leaf in there and break it in half. If you're not allergic to shellfish, of course, you want to use your shrimp. To me, shrimp or your crab is where the season is going to come from if you're making authentic gumbo. So get you a package of this was dried shrimp. Dried shrimp. I use chicken gizzards. You don't have to pre-cook your gizzards. Just put them in there in the beginning. Okay, all of that. Your gizzards. Pack of sausage. And the sausage, you guys, is really, really important. There's nothing worse than making gumbo and you're using some cheap sausage. It's just going to mess the whole pan up, your whole pot of gumbo. So get you some good sausage, some andouille, hope I'm saying it right, andouille sausage, a good Louisiana brand sausage. So I used that. I had a packet of snow crab clusters I put in. I put this whole container of shrimp, and make your life easy. Go ahead and get it that says already peeled in the vein for you. So I put that whole package of shrimp in, and they, as you can see, they're big size shrimp. So I put everything into the pot except my shrimp. My shrimp, my crab, and my okra went in last. I put 1 pack of this in it. This was an extra one I had. So put everything in the pot except your seafood and your okra. Get it to boiling. Then you cut it down on like medium high. And I set my oven timer for 45 minutes. Because it says do 25 minutes per box. So I did 45 minutes because the last 15 minutes is when you're going to add your seafood. So 45 minutes, I came back. I added my whole shrimp. And I added the okra and the crab. The dried shrimp, I put that in there in the beginning. I went ahead and put that in there in the beginning to get the flavor and stuff going. So after I came back and added my okra, my crab, and my shrimp, I started to boil again, and I set my oven timer for 30 minutes. Now it only takes like 15 minutes to cook, you know, seafood, but I wanted the flavor to really get in there. So I did 30 minutes on the dot, came back, turned the oven off, turn my oil off, and put the top on it really good. Just let it just sit here on the stove. The key to making gumbo and to making gumbo taste good is to get up that morning and put it on. Even though it only takes, as you know, as you will see, like a little over an hour to cook, it tastes better when it sits. Y'all excuse I talk fast. I'm from Louisiana. Yeah. So gumbo to me tastes better the more it sits. So I got up this morning, I put it on. I'm just not getting ready to eat my first bowl. And it's almost 5 o'clock here. Cold and rainy outside. So yeah, perfect gumbo weather. So another reason also you want to cook this early, because it's going to take a while to make this whole pot cold. You don't want to put your gumbo in the refrigerator when it's still warm, because you just wasted a whole pot of gumbo. It's going to spoil. It's going to spoil. So you want to cook it that morning, you know, then at night you want to put it in the refrigerator, but you want to make sure that you touch this pan. You want to make sure that you stir it to make sure there's no heat. You want to make sure it's cold. If it's not cold, leave it out. Wake up and then put it in the refrigerator. The next day is going to taste even better. I don't keep reheating the same pot. I just take out what I want to eat, of course, in your bowl, and I heat it that way. You can always top it off with your brand of hot sauce. And that is how you make just quick, easy, simple gumbo for your family. It doesn't take all day at all. It's really easy. So let me go. I'm going to add me some more hot sauce to this. So also, yeah, before I forget, if you want to add chicken besides gizzards, you can use any kind of chicken, but I would suggest you get the small, like the little drumhead pieces, you know, the little winged pieces. I would wash them off really good, of course. I would lightly season it with like garlic powder, just lightly, because again, this packet have all of the seasoning you're going to need. You don't want to mess up by adding all those different flavors, and again, it's not going to taste like gumbo. It's just going to taste like soup. So just leave the flavor and the seasoning up to this box. It's already in there. I will cook those little drumettes in the oven. Just broil them, because, you know, they're really thin already. I will go ahead and broil them in the oven, you know, till they get golden brown. Let them, you know, drain them on a paper towel to get all the excess fat off. And then I will put that chicken in the pot in the beginning, like I did my gizzards. So you don't have to pre-cook the gizzards, but I will pre-cook my chicken. So the skin will be crispy, you know, brown and good and flavorful. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you again, and I'll holler.